frame, and then also working to get bond guarantee program open in the first of the year to allow more time during the year to work on those deals. So we're continuing as usual. We also have a new program for those who are interested just in how we're implementing some of our uh, appropriated programs that may, probably aren't what you all are working in, but it's still part of our appropriations this year and will likely be in 2021. We have the small dollar loan program, which is new for us. And we also have the Economic Mobility Corps, which is new for us. And that's in partnership with the AmeriCorps. And we have launched the AmeriCorps program this month, and that round closes in January. That's an opportunity to get a service member into your CDFI. And then the small dollar loan program will open in the next few months, and that's an opportunity to get technical assistance or loan loss reserves for small dollar loans. So all of that information is on our website, and we've had several calls to give people a heads up on the upcoming rounds, but we are continuing to move forward as planned. We are also continuing to move forward with certification. And even if you don't apply to our grant programs or participate in the bond guarantee program, if you have a CDFI or you work with a CDFI, this new certification application will be of interest to you. We started that process before I became director in 2017 when Annie was around, and it's been a long go. We have been working diligently to propose changes that will enhance our certification process. We reviewed our policies in 2017. We came out with a proposed application earlier this year. It was open for public comment. The comment period wrapped up in November. And we received about 50 unique letters, but we received hundreds of letters in total that commented on our proposed changes. And the proposed changes around the certification application is really just to give us the ability to put a little bit more teeth in how we hold institutions accountable to the mission of being a CDFI. We have changes related to the target market, changes related to the financing products. We are making some changes to accountability. And the feedback that we've received is really, really helpful. And it's going to take us a while to get through all of it, but we're hoping to be able to look at our policies. We may be convening some conversations around some of the proposed comments based on everyone's comments. But we're looking to actually launch a new revised application process in fiscal year of 2022. So it's going to take us a whole fiscal year to go through the comments, to build out the IT infrastructure, to create a process where existing CDFIs understand how they eventually will have to comply with the new process, as well as provide guidance to new institutions who are coming on board. There are two additional pieces to that application, which also works into our year-long time frame, which is changes to our annual certification report, which is what CDFIs have to complete every year, as well as a new report that we introduced. And we got a lot of comments on the new report because it is a new data collection. So we hear you on the data, which is the certification TLR. We're calling it the CTLR. And the goal there is to be able to collect data across all certified CDFIs. I think, Bob, as you know, when you're trying to pull together different comments and present information to Congress, that the richest data we have is only on those institutions that receive awards or allocations from us. And so we're hoping by creating this CTLR, something that all certified CDFIs will have to fill out, that we will have a greater picture of the impact of the industry. It will help inform what we do. It will help inform what you all do. And it will also help to set I guess at least a standard kind of starting place when talking about the impact of CDFIs and talking about the size of the industry and the different types of business lines that CDFIs are involved in. So we're hoping that will serve not just as another data collection for people to have to upload a lot of transactions, but also as a new data resource to help you all do the work that you do. So with all of this, even though our trains are still moving and we're trying to comply with our different deadlines. We are still continuously monitoring the impact of the pandemic on our CDFIs, CDEs, all of the various stakeholders that we have. And we have received several letters from various groups, from individual CDFIs and CDEs, on the impact that the economy is having on their work. And we are reading each one of them and taking them into consideration. And so some members of the New Markets tax credit industry have requested that we consider clarifications to guidance, to flexibility related to specific reporting deadlines. And we incorporated some of those in our compliance calendar year 2020 allocation application FAQs. And Trevor Henry, who's also going to be on the following panel, will be able to discuss those and answer any questions. So I'll just say in kind of closing, so I can turn it over to the panel, that we are really focused on making sure that we try to support you all in the work that you do, especially given the environment we find ourselves in. The way that we're working remotely has proven to work so far, and I know nobody wants to be virtual for much longer. We are able to conduct business as usual. So if you have any questions about your allocation, about compliance, if you're a CDFI and you have questions about certification, please contact us and we will work with you to iron out those issues. So with that, and I think we're moving straight into the panel, Bob, or yep, okay, great. So I'll introduce the folks on the panel. From the CDFI Fund, we have Trevor Henry, who's our Associate Program Manager on Certification, Compliance, Monitoring, and Evaluation, also known as CCME. At the fund, we have Greg Bishak, who is our Manager for Financial Strategies and Research, and we also have Christopher Allison, who is our Program Manager for the New Markets Tax Credit Program. They will also be joined by Dylan Taylor, who is an attorney with the Internal Revenue Service, and after they have provided some updates, they will be happy to take any questions. So thanks again for the invitation, Bob, and I'll turn it over to the panel.